Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Anissa Nabila. This video present in the fourth meeting of the Reflective Practice in Language Education course provides a deep dive into the implementation, context, and method of reflective practice or RP, specifically for English as a foreign language or EFL teachers in Indonesia. I will explain what RP is and how future teachers can use it to improve their instruction. The first is context and core objectives. The push for RP in Indonesia is driven by the government's pursuit of a high-quality teacher education program and continuing professional development or CPD. The underlying belief is that teacher experience alone doesn't guarantee improved practices. There are highlights the two primary types of future educators in the Indonesian context. The first is pre-service teachers, university students who are training to become teachers, and the second is in-service teachers, teacher candidates who are currently involved in community service or long-term internship in schools but are not yet officially appointed government teachers. The main goals of implementing RP are to encourage teachers to take responsibility for their professional growth, and then guide teachers in selecting specific aspects of their practice for further development, and then stimulate teachers to reflect individually and collectively on their teaching learning process to deliver successful lesson and maximize student learning. Okay, and the second is implementation in the Indonesian education system. Reflective practice has been formally integrated into the curriculum of teacher education programs or FKIP across Indonesia, reinforcing the government's commitment to improving teacher quality. Mandatory courses (RP) routines are embedded into mandatory university courses, namely micro teaching and teaching practicum, or PLP1 and PLP2. The weekly and daily reports compiled during the practicum are essential components of the reflective process. And then, bridging theory and practice. The core function of RP within these programs is to help teacher candidates connect their theoretical knowledge learned in college with the unpredictable reality of classroom events. The presenter notes that a lesson plan often does not proceed as planned, making improvisation and subsequent reflection crucial. And the third is diverse methods of reflection. The video expands beyond traditional journal writing to showcase several contemporary RP techniques that have been documented in Indonesian educational research. Video-based journaling, reflective writing, photo voice. This technique involves documenting a teaching or learning moment using digital photography, followed by a written reflection on the image. And the last is case studies on photovoicing. The presenter used two detailed examples of photovoicing to illustrate how deep reflection works. Example 1. The gloomy sky reflection. A student shared a photo of a gloomy, overcast sky to reflect her inner mood and mindset during an extensive writing class. She felt confused and anxious because she had too many personal events to choose from for an assignment, likening her block mind to a thick cloud. Her reflection concluded with the realization that despite the anxiety of seeing peers finish easily, she had to persist. Example 2. The simple classroom reflection. A teacher candidate submitted a photo of himself teaching at a simple whiteboard in a minimalist classroom setting. The reflection highlights a powerful conclusion. True teaching effectiveness is not dependent on luxurious or advanced facilities. Instead, the teacher realized that what matters most in the teacher's commitment, focus, care, and physical presence in the classroom for the students. The moment reinforced his belief that connecting with students through effort and dedication is superior to any high-tech performance. The video concludes by emphasizing that RP helps future teachers gain passion and confidence, strengthening their professional identity regardless of the physical constraint of the teaching environment. Okay, maybe enough for me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.